Hi lovely people, I hope you're well. My name is Helen and today something else interested me and I want to share with you just in case you're not aware. As you know, information is power. Did you know that if you're a Kenyan, 24 banks face the risk of closure if a bill that is currently in parliament is passed? Did you know that? Yeah, now you know. It's been on the news lately, so or if you've been keen online on the Business Daily, they have given out the information. And if you're wondering what this bill is all about, this bill, normally by law, all the banks in Kenya are supposed to have, it's a requirement that they're supposed to have a core capital of at least 1 billion Kenya shillings and above. But you know what? This bill now proposes that the banks should be having a minimum core capital of 10 billion Kenya shillings. You know what that means? In Kenya, okay, if you're wondering, first of all, what is core capital, it is basically the buffer or the cash reserve, the reserve that each bank holds, and CBK expects them to maintain that minimum amount so that in case of anything, there's a cushion. You remember the time we had cases of banks going to receivership, Kina Chase Bank, Imperial, and then at some point there was panic and people were withdrawing en masse, and the banks could, some of them could actually not sustain giving the clients their funds. Literally, this bill is trying to cushion us so that in case, or the depositors of banks, so that in case there's something that causes a bank to go down, or there's some information that causes panic about a specific banking institution and clients wants to take their cash, by having that kind of core capital, the bank will comfortably be able to give you the funds. Now, why are we saying that some banks may face closure? It's because if you look around, in Kenya, we have several banks and we have banks in Tier 1. These are the big banks and you know them. You know how much profit they announce. Those are banks that can easily sustain themselves, and even if they are told to have a core capital of 10 is not a big deal, but they're not the majority. We also have Tier 2 banks, which are the medium-sized banks, and also the smaller banks which fall in Tier 3. Now the challenge we have is these smaller banks, it's not easy for them to raise the core capital of 10 billion in the next 3 years, because the bill proposes that that amount should be raised in the next 3 years. And so after that, anyone who doesn't have a core capital will not be compliant, and thus they can face closure. So now, if the bill goes through, what are the implications? Now, as I've said, we could have some banks facing closure, especially the smaller banks, but there are options. They could decide to do acquisitions whereby they're acquired by the bigger banks. Another option is like we could have mergers where they can decide, maybe two small banks, let's say Bank X and Banks Y, they decide to come together so that now you see they'll combine what they have. And once they combine their core capital now, or the fund, they're able to raise that big amount. So a merger is also an option. So for now, I don't think there's any need to panic, but it is good to always have information. And then another option is for them to raise funds. How? I don't know. Okay, I don't know how that may happen. So guys, that is the position. But in case you're wondering, Helen, you've given us this information, is there need to panic, or money and all that? I know when it comes to money and investment, you don't want to risk your hard-earned cash, but I don't think there's need for panic, because as we speak, Kenya Bankers Association, that is KBA, has already is already given a proposition that they are recommending that instead of the 3 years timeline, they are requesting that banks be given at least how many? 8 years. Yeah, I was just checking. Yeah, they want them to be given 8 years, which would be enough time for even the smaller, just to cushion the smaller banks. And to be fair, surely it will be enough time for them to raise the required funds. So guys, that is what I wanted to share with you right now, because information is power. And this channel is Helen here. If you like this kind of content, you can also check my other videos also. If you like it, kindly consider subscribing, because that way we support this channel and you can join this growing family. To subscribe, just hit the red button and it is absolutely free of charge. Also share this video, feel free, share it with your friends, family, so that they can also be in the know on what is happening. Otherwise, I wish you a good evening. And even before I sign out, I've just remembered there's a video I did on investing in money market funds, because here, besides traveling, this channel is all about lifestyle, and we discuss things that will build us, mostly focusing on the positive. So if you want to check out my other videos, please feel free to do so. And I remember there's a video I did on investments on money market funds. Guys, we are closing the years. By now I hope you have at least tried, because I gave you examples of those that you can invest with as little as 100 shillings. So surely hatuna excuse, so we can start small and grow our money, so that we can also develop ourselves. Otherwise, thank you so much guys for watching. For my channel members, for my subscribers, thank you for keeping it here. Bye bye and God bless you.